Hello friends, this is Arvind Biswal, PGT Economics, KB Koraput, Odisha. Today I am going to discuss on the topic employment, change in workforce participation in formal and informal sector in India. The main objective of this topic is to know about the difference between labor force and workforce of India, and to know about different categories of workforce who are employed in different sectors of India, and to know about the changing trend of the employment in both formal and informal sector between 1970 to 73 till 2017 and 18. Dear friends, if you see the population of India, we can divide them into two parts. One is your workforce and second is dependents. And the workforce, that is your labor force of India, is from 15 years to 60 years, and the dependents are the children from 0 to 14 years and elderly people or the senior citizens of 60 years and above. That is the total population broadly divided into labor force 15 years to 60 years, and dependents include children and elderly people. And now the question is, who are known as labor force of the country? The labor force refers to the actual number of people available for work. It includes both the person who are working and willing to work. Both the employed and unemployed persons are included in the labor force who are in the age group of 15 years to 60 years. But the workforce is different from labor force. Workforce refers to the number of persons who are actually employed at a particular point of time are known as workforce. They are engaged in various economic activities and they contribute to the national income. Means those people who are engaged in various economic activities and contributing to the addition of national income are called as the workforce. This workforce does not include unemployed persons. They may be in the age group of 15 to 60 years, but if they are not employed and they are not contributing anything for our national income, will not be a part of workforce. Thus, the worker population ratio of our country is measured as a ratio of workforce to total population divided multiplied by 100. Means WPR equal to total number of workers divided by total population into 100. Now, what does this workforce of our country include? The workforce of our country include three groups. They are regular salaried employees, second self-employed group, and third is workers. Now, the question is, who are regular salaried employed? The term itself says their job is regular and they are getting the salary on regular time interval. Thus, to make it very clear, it is the employees who are engaged by their employer on permanent basis, and also they get their regular wages on regular basis and enjoy various social security benefits like pensions, provident fund, then HRA, DA, TA, everything are called as regular salaried employees. Now, who are self-employed workers? The self-employed workers are those who own and operate an enterprise or business of their own, are called as self-employed people. For example, a farmer who is working in his own farm, an entrepreneur who is running his own factory or doing his own business, he is doing his own personal work in a personal office, is called as a self-employed worker. He is not dependent on others. He is giving employment to himself. Then the third category of laborer are called as the casual wage laborers. These are the workers who are casually engaged in others' firm and get remuneration on the basis of work done. This is usually done on daily basis. Whenever they are getting a job, they are getting the wages, and if they are not getting any employment, they are not getting any wages. Now the question is, where are these workers employed? To answer, we have two sectors where these workers are employed. They are formal sector employment and informal sector employment. Now, what is the difference between the two? Let us discuss. Formal sector refers to all public sector establishments and those private sector establishments which employ 10 or more hired laborers. Thus, this formal sector establishment is also known as organized sector. Why it is called as organized sector? Because these sector establishment are running by the government. Government formulates rules and regulations which are followed by all these sectors, and all these public sector establishment means the government sector establishments are coming under formal sector, but the private sector also include the formal sector if they are employing 10 or more hired labor force and they are following the rules and regulation of the government. Those who are working in the formal sector enjoy social security benefits like paid leave, means they are getting the leave but they are paid the salary, they are getting the gratuity, they are getting the pensions, dearness allowances, house rent allowances, LTC, medical benefits, so and so. The workers earn more than the workers in the informal sector, means the workers in the formal sector get handsome salary for their work. The workers form the trade union and hence bargain for better wages, because as their union is strong, they can bargain for better wages. Further, the labor laws enable them to protect their rights. Suppose if there is a problem, that means in an accident an employee lost his hand or leg, then they can make the trade union where they can get their rights for the compensation. If you see informal sector establishment, then all the establishments or enterprises other than the formal sector establishments are called as informal sector establishment. This is otherwise known as unorganized sector. Why it is unorganized? Because they are established but they don't follow the basic rules and regulations which are made by the government. It includes millions of farmers, agricultural laborers, construction workers, owners of small enterprises, self-employed workers, casual wage workers, etc. In this sector, the workers get low wages and don't get other social security benefits like provident fund, gratuity and pensionary benefits, because their job is casual, they are not employed on permanent basis. The workers may be dismissed from the job without any compensation. Their job is just like by the whims or the wills of the employer, and the employer also sometimes adopt the outdated technology to do the work with the workers, and because their main aim objective is to get the profit, and they don't maintain any such account for their debit and credit. The workers of these sectors live in the slums and slatters because their salary, their wages are not sufficient, it is not handsome to maintain their livelihood, so they prefer to live in the slums to maintain their daily needs. Now, the question is that what is about the difference of participation of the workforce in India in the formal and informal sector? While comparing the participation of workforce in formal sector and informal sector between 1972-73 and 2017-18 it is observed that the formal sector employment has increased from 15.4% in 1972-73 to 22.8% in 2017-18. That means that formal sector employment has increased, and that is a very good sign for our Indian economy. On the other hand, the informal sector employment has fallen from 84.6% in 1972-73 to 77.2% in 2017 and 18. The developmental planning envisages that as the economy grows, more and more workers are employed in the formal sector and employment in the informal sector goes on decreasing. This is proved true in the context of Indian economy since the last 4 decades, and that is a very good sign of our economic development, because more and more employment are generated in the formal sector and people are switching over this informal sector to formal sector to get their better wages and social security benefits. Now, another data reveals that in 2011-12, there were about 473 million workers in India. And out of these 473 million workers, 30 million workers are in the formal sector and 443 million workers in the informal sector establishment. And out of this 30 million formal sector workers, 24 million workers, that is 79% workers are male, and 6 million workers, that is 21% workers are female, who are engaged in the formal sector. On the other hand, out of 433 million informal sector workers, 310 million workers, that is 69% workers are male, whereas 133 million workers, that is 31% workers are female. Thus, this picture shows that in our country, the number of males in the formal sector is comparatively more, and the number of formal sector male in the informal sector is less. Thus, it is concluded that informal sector is leading over formal sector, in the sense that the number of workers in the formal sector are more and the number of workers in the formal sector are less. And the male are leading over the female in getting employment generation in our Indian economy. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe. Kindly like, comment and subscribe, and kindly subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for watching.